What's making that noise? Should we explore? I don't know, man. I've seen a lot of scary movies that starts just like that and the black guy dies every time. Hey everybody, this is Zoom 360 here on the go. I decided to start the video right here because this will shield me from the wind some. It's not too windy, but ouch, what the heck was that? It's not too windy, but every once in a while it blows, and I don't have the external mic yet for this camera, so I have to work with what I got. So yeah, so today we are going to complete what we started in the last video. If you have not seen the last video, I'm gonna put a card somewhere within this video which will link you to the last video to see what we started and what we're going to finish. So we started a hike and we couldn't get to the point that we wanted, so we're gonna attempt to try to finish the hike today. So yeah, so I'm gonna grab the map and show you what I mean exactly. So, oh man, let's start. Okay, so the point last time was to start right here and follow all this and end up to Buck Creek, but we only went up to the camping ground. So we are at the camping ground right now. It's right over there. So we're gonna do a nice little hike from there to Buck Creek. Now the thing about Buck Creek is I found a hiking path from the camping ground, but it doesn't say anything about going to Buck Creek. So we could be hopping on the correct hike trail, or we might not and end up somewhere at somebody's house and get killed. So we don't know. So we are going to find out today. This whole thing should take an hour. I'd say about maybe, well, probably an hour and a half. So let's do it. So the thing about wearing Converses is that they're not the best shoes for a hike. So I'm gonna switch them to my running shoes. Look like we got everything here. This is my bag. I kind of got my little source of fluids right there. And then look like we're ready. So I'm gonna put this on and start hiking. Got bugs in the car. That's just great. I think I ruined my bumper. I'm not sure. You know, this feels like the Blair Witch Project again. Leaving the car. Oh crap! I forgot my map. This feels like the Blair Witch Project again. You have to admit though, she is very catchy. I hope there's a way up there for me to reach the campground, which there should be. So we're gonna try to finish what we've started. Look, this is a theater. This is cool. Can you imagine watching a movie out here? I didn't know they had that. It's a movie theater. That's cool, man. But look like nobody haven't been here in a while. Can you imagine watching a movie here at night? Should look into that. So if you watched the last video, we came through gate, I guess you could call it gate 3. We went in here, which is where we're going, because the trail is in there. Oh yes, and we will be camping here sometimes in October. Oh yeah, it's happening. Oh yeah. As you can see, you know, people are clearing because it is Sunday afternoon, so I guess everybody is leaving their spots because, you know, people got to go to work tomorrow or Monday. So yeah, it looks like camping is almost done. Oh, solar setup, I like that. That's a camper right there. Oh my God. Can it be? It is. This guy just showed up. You know how I know? Because I passed him on my way to come here. Yeah, I passed him on the highway right after Pueblo. So, man, small world. Now, this is something I just don't understand with dog owners. Now, I'm a dog lover. I used to be a dog owner. I'm about to own a dog soon. You know, I don't care how sweet your dog is. Put that sucker in a leash, or a leash, if you will, because you never know, man. Just saying. So, we're right here. This is the campground. So Buck Creek is over here. So this is a hike trail. So Buck Creek is off to the right. So yeah, we'll go out like an hour out and see, you know, what we see. So, oh man, into no man's land. So the park rangers are right behind me, right there. I was gonna ask them if this is the way, but you know what? I don't want to remove the uncertainty factor here. I think we should run with it, because this is the only trail that leaves this area. There are no other trails, or there are no other trails that leaves this area, so it has to be up here. It has to be. So Last time I think we stopped over here, so we are continuing onward to Buck Creek or wherever the heck this is taking me. But yeah, this is the only trail that I saw. Oh God, this thing, it's leaking. But yeah, this is the only trail, so I think lots of ants on this thing. A lot of ant hives all along the route. Don't fall down. Good. Nature walks. Whoa, 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 whoa. This thing. Yeah, man. This thing keeps going all the way back there. So far, so good. I don't know how much walking we have left, but I think if we're gonna get into Buck Creek, we should be there in another, who knows, another 20 minutes, 30 minutes tops. Oh wow, this is cool. Oh yeah, that's gonna help. It's a good bridge. Yeah, we're going towards the correct direction. And I was just thinking, if something attacks me, I only have my GoPro stick. I mean, there's a GoPro at the end of it, but yeah, so the GoPro will probably have to take one for the team. And it's probably, and just looking by this stick, it's probably good for just one swing. Then it breaks. So, which means I have to make it count. Okay. Looks like, is this still a trail? Oh yeah, it is. It turns around. Oh man. Whew. We're going up. It's a chipmunk. Can you see it? It's a big one though. Well, I don't know. I'm not sure. Some kind of a squirrel. Because chipmunks are usually small. Looks like a chipmunk, but it's big. Well, it has the same fur pattern, but it's much bigger than a chipmunk usually is. Whew! That was a incline. But look at the reward. Oh, yeah. Okay, I see a sign. Maybe that doesn't help. Look at that. Jeez. This is great. Yeah, hopefully it doesn't kill me. Hello, hi. See that's what I mean. Like, your dog should be leashed, because that dog gave me the look like it's trying to decide you know, whether to attack or not. So this is a bad angle because the sun is behind me, and you know, me being black doesn't help. I absorb all the light. Okay, here we go. Here we go. There it is. So this is the correct trail. I know this trail down there goes further up the canyon. We can do that when we go camping. But Buck Creek is over here. So, and this is the sign that I was hoping to see. So far so good. Okay, we just came up here. This is not a trail. This should be the trail. Okay, there it is. It kind of gets weird over here, but clearly, oh, look at that. Views on top of views, mounted on top of another view. Oh. But you know what, guys, even though the view is sick here, I can't wait to get to Utah, because I drove through Utah back in 2014, and I have to say, the views there, oh my gosh, I can't wait to start really exploring Utah, and of course taking you along for the ride. Oh man, but the dunes look sick though, man. It looks so out of place, man. See that? It just, you have all the green right here, and then all of a sudden, bam! It's nuts. So supposedly it you know, snows here. So how cool would the dunes look when it's snowing? So supposedly Buck Creek is another camping ground. I'm not sure if it's built up. I guess we'll find out. But yeah, and I'm rubbing against, my arms are rubbing against all kinds of flora. I hope I don't come in contact with any poison, anything. Sumac, ivy, and there's a third one. I cannot remember the name. Of course, I have my GoPro with me with a solid kung fu grip, ready for that solid swing. All right, looks like, now this is not a trail, I think, or is it? No, ends into this flood path. Look like this is a place where some people have camped before. Usually you see something like that. There's definitely a marker. This is not a trail. Nope. Ends here. So I think this is the trail. I think. Yeah, it's just, this is in the way. Ugh. I guess it's fair to say that not many people come here to this Buck Creek location. So, because the trail is barely noticeable. Yeah, the trail is barely noticeable. All right, I think we're supposed to keep going this way, but we should be within 10 minutes of this thing. Gotta make sure you take a good look at the hill, at the bush. There are some hikers up there. I see people up there. Make sure you know that you're not being stalked by wildlife. Hopefully they're not into dark meat, but then again, we are all the same once you pass through the skin, as far as I've heard. But I think we've reached it. I think we've reached it, guys, because the trail is dying. Like right now, clearly this is for clearly when it rains here, it floods. And this is the path of where the water goes. But yeah, I think because Buck Creek is an unimproved, it's like wild camping, where that it's not, set up like Pinion, back there, because the trail is dying. Man, one word of advice: if you're coming here to camp, if you're doing wild camping out here, you gotta watch out for those hives. Those things are everywhere. Those are big, giant fire ants. Jeez Louise. Yeah, because the trail is dying. I think we probably are at Buck Creek, the area, because it's not unimproved ground to camp. It's just, yeah. But I don't know. I think I see a faint trail. I'm not sure if this is just a few people decided to explore past Buck Creek. But yeah, the trail is dying up here. But I'll go on for another 10 minutes. I can do that. All right, guys. So we've reached our objective, the Buck Creek wild camping ground. So this whole area is it. It's just, yeah, because as you can see, this is where the flood comes through, and I don't see a trail past it. I really don't. But then again, I'm not an expert guide or trailblazer, not trailblazer, but those guys who know how to track stuff, like Billy from Predator. But I don't see any visible trails, so I think that this is the area where you could camp, and probably the area where we first found probably is where you can camp. Of course, this wouldn't be a spot to camp because if it rains on you. But yeah, I don't see a trail, so I think that's it. So yeah, so we've completed it. There's also a whole bunch of other hikes, more challenging hikes. We're going to be doing a whole lot of hiking on this channel because there's a lot of great places in the US to hike. First and foremost, it's good exercise and it's adventure. So yeah, so we're gonna walk back to the car and we're going to take some take some spontaneous photos maybe, or something like that. And yeah, so we are going on a road trip. Not quite the road trip that I was planning, because something happened that causes me to have to change it. You know, something with the family. Had something happen, not to my immediate family, but you know, within my family. So I have to go east to New York and Massachusetts, but have been looking at the route. There's a lot of interesting things that we can check out en route. So in traditional Zoom 360 fashion, I will be taking you along for the ride. This trip will be from the 1st of October through the 18th of October. For 18 days I'm gonna be basically on the road. Man, these hives, they're everywhere, man. Let me try to kick it. Oh, a bunch of them were there. I didn't notice it at first, but yeah. So there are a lot of things that I've driven right by, like, you know, whenever I'll be going to Import Alliance and stuff. There are a lot of cool natural places that I would drive right by. I didn't know that they were there, and I found quite a few, and we are going to explore them. Yeah, so a lot of road trips are in the works for next year already, depending on COVID, because COVID has really ruined my plans this year. But you know, life, that kind of stuff happens. A lot of stuff are in the works for the channel. There's gonna be cars that will be joining the Zoom 360 family for road trips, but of course Suki will be the main road trip car, because I'm trying to get to 1 million miles with that, and so far we're at 334,700 miles ish. So yeah, yeah, so stay tuned. A lot of adventure stuff is coming on the channel. So this is Zoom 360 inviting you to get up, get out, and do it. Like, subscribe, and share. And I'm out. Now, I could be wrong, but I think this actually might be the main area, because so there's a spot there. This is definitely a spot. This is a spot. This is definitely a spot. This could be the place, man. Now this would be like, you know, wild camping, where that you don't need to have a reservation. You could just show up and camp, I guess. I think this is it. But oh well.